Well, coffee's delivered, or that one anyway. Some good popping this morning. Yep. Tomatoes were a little sluggish. Going up to Barton, there's a sort of a food truck. It is a food truck, not sort of. And we looked up their menu and all that other stuff, and we said, well, we'll give it a shot and see if there's anything that he has. He's only open till 6:30, so I don't know if there's going to be anything left, or like he gets a whole bunch of stuff and
Hot Friday.
Right, it's a hot Friday and people have already come and gone. And
Swimmers.
No, there are. There's people in the water. Whoa. Well, it's been a busy couple days. Saturday, I drove from here with Sid to Mystic, Connecticut to drop Sid off at her mom's house. She lives not too far from where the Mystic Aquarium is, and she hasn't been feeling great lately, so her other sister lives not too far away, but because of COVID, she hasn't got to see her in, I think, almost a year. So that was a fun day, because that was 4.5 hours down and then 4.5 hours back, 560 miles of driving. Not exactly a fun or exciting day, but it is what it is. So today, that picture you just saw is the coffee that I did 5 days ago for the coffee stout for the brewer in St. J. I'm going to bring that down to him, and then I've got a bunch of other errands to do. I'm trying to do some stuff with the Starlink, but we've been doing the coffee stout, and it's always sold out. And we've got it so that what I do is I roast the coffee a fairly exacting way, so that it comes out the same exactly every time, which I do for all of them. And this is a coffee you wouldn't drink. I don't believe. I've tried it. It doesn't have the taste. It roasts a certain way, then it sits for 5 days, then I grind it in one of my grinders, because he doesn't have a grinder that would be suitable enough, and then I bring it down to him, and then he starts to make the stout, or maybe he's already started. I don't know the beer part of his equation, of, you know, how it goes in. Is it already started? Is it part of the fermentation? Is it added after? I don't know. Picked up a water filter. I don't need it right now, but I figured I was going by, get it done. And you know, this is, I'm all vaccinated, have been for a while. You know, I don't know. You know, I think it's going to be, I just automatically put it on now. It's going to be something that I have to, I guess, concentrate to think about not doing. Don't wear a mask. And then the other part is, you know, not for me, but for a lot of people, it took a long time to get in the habit of wearing the mask, and they still may not be comfortable enough not wearing the mask. So again, it's gonna be a little while. I just saw Vermont is at 77+% of the eligible population that could be vaccinated has been, and the governor's hoping to get to 80%. And once 80% happens, then I guess he's just going to open up everything back with no restrictions or something like that. So I don't know, we'll see. I think that's another 11,000 people need to get their vaccination shots before that happens. So hopefully it does. It's still not a perfect, you know, it's like I said to my sister, even, you know, with the good one, 94%, it's still 6%. So it's sort of like, you got a 6% chance of, say, buying 6 out of 100 cars, 6 of them will lose their brakes randomly. Sure, I want to be in one of those six cars. Low probability, and not exactly the same. But there still is a chance. You just hopefully won't die or have to go to the hospital. So if everybody just got vaccinated, all would not go back to the way it was, because that's not happening in my opinion. Too many things have changed. Yesterday we had about 1/10 of an inch of rain. Not enough to really do anything, and then the wind picked up, so it dried it all off. And I think we may get some chance of rain again on Wednesday, which I'm really hoping for, because I've got a lot of what would be the second plantings of things already in. But because it's been so dry, I'm not sure they're going to germinate without some water. So if Wednesday comes and we don't get any, then I'm probably going to have to, at least to get the germination going, put some water out there manually. Hopefully not. Well, I got some of the things on my list done. I wanted to go get a pair of pants, just junky work pants, you know, Walmart. They fall apart, but they didn't have any. So that was, you know, for $13 they last a year. I destroy them anyway, doing all the fun things I do. So I hate spending too much money on pants like that. So, but they didn't have them. So I got some electrical stuff. I got to redo the Starlink cable that goes into the house. So that one, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that one, to be honest, because I've got a pole. I'm going to mount it on a metal pole. It's going to go higher. I got an adapter. but I haven't found anything that says whether it's acceptable to just direct bury the cable or whether it has to go into something. I prefer, and that's probably what I'm going to do, is direct bury it, because I can't see, if I have to put it in some type of conduit, then what I'll have to do is I have to make sure that both ends, from it coming into it and also when it's going out, have to be totally sealed, because otherwise if any water gets in there, it's not buried very deep, it'll end up freezing in the winter and breaking things apart. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards, for this particular thing, just having it direct buried in the ground. And I can't see that that's going to be a problem, because if you just left it out like on the side of a building and nailed it to the building, that the sunlight and everything else can't be any worse for it than being in the dirt. So we'll see. But it could be later today's project, I'm not sure. I've got to pick up the grandkids from school, and Melody's got to go to dance class. I'm not sure if they have baseball practice tonight after that, or I don't know. It's hard enough for me to keep my own schedule. Off to pick up the kids at school and then back. It was just we live on a fairly steep hill. Well, we're at the top of it. And there was a guy coming down the hill on the bike. And in front, there was me, a car, and a tractor. And of course, the tractor wasn't going as fast. So instead of staying in our lane, he decided to go into the other lane. Well, luckily for him, he got in front of the tractor, because the tractor and the thing it was pulling, the trailer, took a left. He would have smacked right into that thing. I don't know. I thought bicycle people were supposed to have the same rules as car people if they were on the roads. I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering that right. Well, I redid the Starlink satellite dish since I got that new attachment, so I can put it up on a pole, and this way it's up, it's got plenty of open view here. That's one of the things, if you don't have enough open area, it's not going to work. But so I got the new pole, it's clean, it's going to be a little bit more aerodynamic than the previous one, and should work for years, hopefully. Yeah, what? Huh? What do you mean you don't know? You want a brushing. You already got brushed. You did. Leave that alone. Huh? You want an ice cube? Okay. Okay. Okay, ice cubes. Well, no, that's not what you wanted. You could just speak better.